Hung is a comedy-drama television series which ran on HBO from June 28, 2009 to December 4, 2011. It was created by Colette, Burson and Dmitry Lipkin and stars Thomas Jane as Ray Drecker, a struggling suburban Detroit high school basketball and baseball coach who resorts to male prostitution. The second season premiered on June 27, 2010 and concluded its 10-episode run on September 12, 2010. The third and final season premiered on October 2, 2011 and concluded its 10-episode run on December 4, 2011. Plot: Hung follows Ray Drecker, Thomas Jane, a high school basketball coach in the suburbs of Detroit who is short on money. He is also the father of twin teenagers, Charlie Saxton and Sienna Smith McPhee, who move in with their remarried mother, Anne Hesh, after a fire damages the childhood home Ray still owns. With no insurance to cover the damage from the fire, Ray is left without many options. With the help of a friend, Tanya Jane Adams, Ray decides to turn his extremely large penis into an opportunity to make money. The episodes center on Ray's attempts to maintain a normal life while starting his business as a prostitute. Together, Tanya and Ray begin their business, Happiness Consultants. The second season focuses on the complex dynamic between Ray and his two pimps, Tanya and Lenore. Rebecca Kreskoff, Lenore, a life coach whom Tanya brought in to help them in the early stages of the business, began taking over Happiness Consultants late in the first season, as she believes she can take Ray into new business areas and views Tanya as an obstacle. The third season sees Tanya and Ray forced to compete for clients against Lenore and her younger gigolo Jason. Stephen Amell. Production. The show's pilot was directed by filmmaker Alexander Payne, who served as executive producer along with Burson, Lipkin, and Blueprint Entertainment. Burson and Lipkin's script was the first major purchase by the network's New Entertainment president Sue Neagle in April 2008. This led the writers to immediately work on 5 more episodes for the series, a total of 10 episodes. On December 18, 2008, HBO announced picking up the series for its first season, which ran from June 28, 2009 to September 13, 2009. On July 30, 2009, HBO announced it had renewed the series for its second season, which ran from June 27, 2010. In December 2011, HBO announced the cancellation of the series, ending it after 3 seasons. The theme song for Hung is "I'll Be Your Man" by the Black Keys from their debut album The Big Come Up, 2002. The track can also be found on the Rescue Me original television soundtrack 2006 album. Much of the show was filmed in the suburban Detroit cities of Royal Oak, Hamtramck, White Lake, Troy, Walled Lake, Clarkston, and West Bloomfield, Michigan. Cast and characters. Maine. Thomas Jane as Ray Drecker, former star athlete turned high school teacher, coach and single dad who becomes a prostitute in order to provide a better life for himself and his children. Jane Adams as Tanya Skagel, a former flame of Ray's who reunites with him later on. She takes on the role of his pimp after proving to have optimism to make money in the business. Anne Hesh as Jessica Haxon, Ray's ex-wife who is trying to build a relationship with her children as they drift away from her. She also finds herself drifting from her new husband, Ronnie. Charlie Saxton as Damon Drecker, Ray and Jessica's son. He partakes in goth-like activities and is unsure as to his exact sexuality. He has issues with his mom. He has an unhealthy fixation on his sister and is much more comfortable around his father. Sienna Smith McPhee as Darby Drecker, Ray and Jessica's daughter, and Damon's twin. Darby has had issues with her boyfriend, and is very close with her brother, often a source of support. Eddie Jemison as Ronnie Haxon. Regular seasons 1 to 2. Recurring season 3. Jessica's new husband, who is starting to become more about business than romance, causing both Jessica and himself to drift to outside romantic sources. Rebecca Kreskoff as Lenore Bernard. Recurring season 1. Regular seasons 2 to 3. A life coach who is introduced to Ray by Tanya to bring in clients. Eventually, Lenore proves she can be a better pimp than Tanya, and the two are currently battling for his attention. Greg Henry as Mike Hunt. Recurring season 1. Regular seasons 2 to 3. Ray's good friend and assistant coach. He is becoming suspicious of Ray's behavior, and is worried about being laid off as the school begins cutting costs. Lenny James as Charlie. Recurring season 2. Regular season 3. Tanya's pimp mentor. Stephen Amell as Jason. Season 3. A young prostitute found by Lenore to serve as competition against Ray. Recurring season 1. Natalie Z as Gemma. Joshua Leonard as Pierce. Steve Heitner as Floyd Gerber. Alana Arbach as Yael Kuntz. Lauren Lester as Howard Kuntz. Mary Louise Burke as Lottie. Gina Hecht as Principal Mumu. Recurring season 2. Catherine Hahn as Claire. Alana Arbach as Yael Kuntz. Lauren Lester as Howard Kuntz. Mary Louise Burke as Lottie. Roxanne Hart as Frances. Recurring season 3. Mary Louise Burke as Lottie. Anali Tipton as Sandy. Jason's fiancée. Anna Ortiz as Lydia, a violent client with personal problems. Caitlin Doubleday as Logan, a former student of Ray. Alana Arbach as Yael Kuntz. Matt Walsh as Matt Saline. Amy Farrington as Mindy Saline. Roxanne Hart as Frances. Jamie Clayton as Kyla. Episodes. Reception. Accolades. Hung was well received by critics. For its first season, the series reviews equated to generally positive, with special mentions made to Thomas Jane and Jane Addams for the lead performances. The show received multiple nominations during its run. Casting Society of America, USA. 2010. Outstanding Achievement in Casting, Television Pilot. Comedy. Lisa Beach and Sarah Katzman. Nominated. Golden Globe Awards. 2012. Best Actor, Television Series. Musical or Comedy. Thomas Jane. Nominated. 2011. Best Actor, Television Series. Musical or Comedy. Thomas Jane. Nominated. 2010. Best Actor, Television Series. Musical or Comedy. Thomas Jane. Nominated. 2010. Best Supporting Actress, Series, Miniseries, or Television Film. Jane Addams. Nominated. Primetime Emmy Award. 2010. Outstanding Cinematography for a Half-Hour Series. Uta Brieswitz. Episode. Pilot. Nominated. Satellite Awards. 2010. Best Actor, Television Series. Musical or Comedy. Thomas Jane. Nominated. 2010. Best Actress, Television Series. Musical or Comedy. Jane Addams. Nominated. Writers Guild of America Award. 2010. Best Screenplay, New Series. Colette Burson. Ellie Herman. Emily Kapnick. Brett C. Leonard. Dmitry Lipkin. And Angela Robinson. Nominated. Distribution. DVD releases. Official website. Hung on IMDb. Hung at TV.com.